All right, so you might be wondering, how do I practice self-care as a mom? Well, I am excited to talk about this with you, and I'm excited you clicked on the video, so stay tuned. Let's go over it. In this video, I'm covering ways busy moms can fit self-care into their lives. I'll tell you what self-care is and what it is not. It's really important that you understand this, so listen carefully. Then I'll give you some tips for practicing self-care even as a mom with a full plate. Self-care is a phrase that gets thrown around, doesn't it? I mean, all the time. Most people don't even realize how important it is, especially moms. When you deprive yourself of self-care, there are negative consequences. I've seen moms get depressed, overwhelmed, angry, anxious, moody, and even have nervous breakdowns because they're not making time for regular self-care. See, whether you like it or not, your mind and body have needs. So do mine. Everyone has needs. And if you aren't taking care of your needs with healthy self-care or allowing other people to help you, I guarantee you're meeting those needs, but you're doing it in an unhealthy way. Like eating yourself into obesity and disease. Like screaming at your kids for no reason or biting your coworker's head off over nothing. You might spread gossip about other people because it helps you feel special and important. I'm telling you, your needs don't just shut off just because you ignore them. They definitely don't shut off because you have kids. The only question left to ask yourself is, will you take control and meet your needs in a healthy way that makes you happy and the best version of you? Or will you put yourself last and tear yourself down and tear down your life because you aren't taking good care of yourself? It's not a question of if, it's a question of when ignoring your needs will tear you down. Self-care is a necessity, and it's one you've got to make a priority. And look, I'm speaking from experience here. When I neglect my self-care, I get impatient with my husband, impatient with my dogs. I'm more likely to snap at one of my employees. I get frustrated way more easily. I practice self-care every single day because when I don't, I start feeling like crap and I start acting like crap. Now, let's talk about what self-care actually is. And really what it isn't. I define self-care as doing something that rejuvenates you so you feel better physically, mentally, and about yourself. And we can all agree that's pretty important, right? A lot of people confuse self-sabotage with self-care, but they are not the same thing. Self-sabotage is doing something that might feel good in that moment, but leaves you feeling bad physically, mentally, and just overall about yourself. Some examples of this: wasting time and then beating yourself up for it, eating and drinking junk food, or getting drunk and then feeling physically and emotionally awful about it while trying to convince yourself that, oh, I treated myself to something good. Bullcrap. How about picking fights with people when you get mad and then feeling guilty about it when you finally calm down? Look, don't confuse self-care with self-sabotage. It is not the same thing at all. All right, how is this video making you feel right now? Am I hitting a nerve with you? Good, I hope I am. However you're feeling, I want you to comment below and tell me, because I really love your comments. I read all your comments. I love interacting with you. How is this making you feel as a mom? Are you falling into the traps that I'm talking about? Comment below, tell me what you think. All right, now that we've covered what self-care is and isn't, here are some ways you can practice self-care even as a busy mom. Make a list of activities that refresh and rejuvenate you physically, mentally, or both. For me, I love to exercise. I also love to get a massage. I love to take a hot bath. I love to get my hair done. I love to get my nails done. I mean, you guys know if you follow me on Instagram, I love these things. My self-care routine also includes eating healthy, nutritious food. Because look, like I said before, if I eat like crap, I feel like crap. Even being here in Salt Lake City and filming all these videos, the way we do this is we film videos and I do a lot of them at once and then I divvy them out to you. I spread them out over time. So here in Salt Lake City, I'm staying in an Airbnb and I'm away from my home. I'm away from my gym. I'm away from the normal things that I do, my own bed, my own bathroom, all those things. But that doesn't mean that I just stop practicing self-care. I'm still getting up and exercising in the mornings. That's part of my self-care. I'm still taking a hot bath every night. I really am. I'm taking a hot bath. I made sure this Airbnb had a bathtub because I love taking baths. I still packed all my food. I brought my food from home. I did. And then I'm making it myself in the kitchen of the Airbnb. And that might sound silly. Maybe you're laughing right now, but me bringing my own food and making sure that I eat good food is what's gonna make me feel better. If I go out to a restaurant, because look, I'm positioned, my Airbnb is right between Denny's and Texas Roadhouse. Like, come on, I can walk to either one of those. But I would eat the wrong crap, I would feel like crap, and then I would come here to film the videos and I would be run down, I would have a headache, I would have brain fog. So I'm still practicing good self-care, healthy self-care, no matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm going, no matter what I'm doing. I'm putting boundaries in place, I'm putting limitations in place, and I'm adhering to these. I'm saying no, I'm saying yes, whatever's gonna work out best for me to be able to do my job and feel really good. Once you've got your list of self-care activities, schedule them into your week. Now, I want you to actually schedule these in to make them top priority every single week. That's right, I said every week. If you're a mom with a full plate, ask someone to help you by watching the kids. You could even set up an arrangement with another family where they could watch your kids on some weekends so you can get some self-care time in. In return, you watch their kids on some weekends. Trade it out. We all make time for what's important to us. Decide the self-care is important enough to make time for, and you'll find a way, even if it means saying no to other stuff like wine and popcorn and Netflix. Come on. Also remember what I said about your needs. You have them whether you like it or not. Scheduling and sticking to your self-care routine is how you ensure you get the rejuvenation and the healing that you need. I mean, it sure feels better to take a bubble bath and read a book than it does to fight with your husband and scream at your kids, doesn't it? On my nutrition program, the Code Red Lifestyle, we talk about self-care all the time because my clients, before they came to Code Red, were putting themselves last and feeling guilty even at the thought of self-care. But all they did was end up obese, sick, and miserable, and unable to be the parent, to be the friend, to be the partner that they could be. If you need help taking better care of yourself, get started on my program by joining the Code Red Lifestyle Private Network, which you can get in the App Store, Google Play Store, or at coderedlifestyle.com/app. I linked it up below, by the way. Look, you'll get food ideas, support, programs, tips, tricks, and tons more, all designed to help you take your life back. And by the way, you are in a network with like-minded people, people exactly like you, battling with the same thing you're battling with. So yeah, you're in good company. So create your free account now, and I'll see you in the next video. Self-care is a necessity. A necessity. There it is, okay. I define self-care is, if you're a mom with a full plate, Also remember that, I also like to massage, no, I don't like to do that, sorry.